Oh man, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I want to welcome y'all back to the den. Happy Friday. What's going on this Friday night? What a party at? Where everybody hanging out at? I think the Falcons come on tomorrow as they get ready to play their last preseason game. You know the preseason done been cut down to 3 games instead of 4, and they're playing 17 regular season games now instead of 16. So um, football season is here, man. High school already done started. I went up to my little great nephew's little opening day at Gresham Paul, man. Gresham Paul got a lot of shit going on, man. Look, Gresham Paul doing a whole lot of things. They got a whole lot of money that done got invested in them, so they looking to redo and add on to Gresham Paul. You know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure of mine to run by Gresham Paul, go see especially my nephews play, my great nephews. You know what I mean? That's what me and my brother got our start at 40 years ago. You know what I mean? It don't seem like that long, but it's been 40 years. So it's always a pleasure to see the new version of them English boys. You know what I mean? So hopefully they can carry the torch on and do well in sports and also in school too. Not just in sports. They gotta get their lesson. You know what I mean? Parents, y'all make sure y'all child is getting their grades, man. Don't reward them if they not doing what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? That's this is where it started. You know what I mean? You gotta give them some responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like my motto always was, you know what I mean, as a parent, you have to go to work. Okay. Kids have to go to work too, but they work right now in school. You know what I mean? That's your job. You know what I mean? To get good grades in school. You know what I mean? That's how you continue to play sports. That's how you continue to get what you want, what you be asking for. You know what I mean? We gotta stop rewarding them for fucking up basically. You know what I mean? And I hate to say this, but I'm always telling the truth about some shit. Like it was our generation that started all this shit about spoiling kids. You know what I mean? I know when I was growing up, we had a few people that might have had a little money that got spoiled, but the majority of us, we didn't get spoiled. You know what I mean? We had to get out and get it. You know what I mean? We had to get out and earn it. We had chores. We had to take out the trash. We had to cut the grass. We had to wash the car on the weekend, even though we couldn't drive. You know what I mean? That's the shit we used to take pride in. So we always had responsibilities put upon us. But then it was our generation that started spoiling their kids. You know what I mean? Trying to overcompensate because they feel like that they done caused something for their child to be lacking something else. So they overcompensated trying to spoil, you know what I mean, spoiling their kids. And it's nothing wrong with buying your child anything. There's nothing wrong with spoiling your child, but you do have to make it earn it. You know what I mean? You do have to make little girls earn it, and you have to make little boys earn it. Now, the way they earn it is something different. You know what I mean? And it is a difference between boys and girls, even though they trying to twist up all these gender roles and shit. Man, it is a difference between little boys and little girls. You know what I mean? So little girls, they need to get back to. I know y'all gonna think I'm being chauvinistic and all that shit, but I'm not. They need to get back into cooking. They need to get back into learning how to wash dishes, cook. I'm talking about cook some food. not all this instant bullshit that they feed these young men now. You know what I mean? Like I told one of my nieces, if you expect that man, if first of all, if you got a good young man, that's rare. But if you got a good, hardworking young man, the first thing you should do is make sure he eat right. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure that you're investing in your man and your relationship, especially if you want this man to take care of you. You should want him to be as healthy as possible so he can take care of you as long as possible. But if you feed him all this bullshit, you know what I mean? It's not gonna last. He gonna start having health problems. You know what I mean? So, and don't listen to your little girlfriends when they be telling my girl, I don't cook, I wouldn't cook. Yeah, that's why most of them don't have men. You know what I mean? When you trying to build a family, you gotta make sure you nourish your family. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure that they eat the right shit. You know what I mean? And if he's the one that handle most of the cooking, shit, pimp, you got to make sure your family getting the right shit. You know what I mean? Like y'all, every relationship has to discuss what roles everybody playing, and then y'all got to get a plan for your relationship. You know what I mean? I know y'all don't heard me talk about this a lot, and some of y'all ain't never heard me talk about it, but I always ask people, what are your relationship goals? You know what I mean? What are you trying to do in your relationship? Because I feel like every relationship, especially if you plan on it being long term, y'all should build something together. Y'all should start a company together. You know what I mean? And see, for me, I use people what they're good at. I don't try to get people to do a whole lot of new shit. I just need you to master what you do. You know what I mean? So whatever, if your man is the hard working type that you know what I mean, you know he'll make a hell of a living working for himself, and you know how to handle books, shit, that's what you do. You handle the books. And you know what I mean? And then you still gonna be in control of the money. I know that be y'all biggest thing. But you do right by him. If you got a hard working man, you do right by him. You know what I mean? But you handle the books. You know what I mean? That's your goal. Like me now, the way shit is now, shit, I think everybody should be homeschooling their children. You know what I mean? The system is corrupt, but fuck that. Shit, man, these people running up in schools and everything now. They talking about this fighting is up already. They just got to school what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. They talking about they done had more fights in school already. Like, come on, man. They finding all these guns and shit at school. Hey, man, look here. This if I had school age kids, this is what I would do right now. Like, I'm just gonna use my people as an example. Like, I got two nieces that teach now. What I would tell them is, you know, the students that like you, that pay attention. How about you get those students together and you start tutoring them? You make your class smaller. You know what I mean? Of course, you're going to go by the curriculum that they need to pass those tests, but then you also have some other shit that they don't even teach in school. And then you get all their friends, because most of their friends are about the same age. They're going to be pretty much taking the same classes. Okay, I don't know how much teachers make. Let's just say 45,000. Okay, if you can get about 12 or 13 kids, and they give you $300-400 a month, whatever, you know, their parents give you $300-400 a month, and you teaching them, hey man, that'll be better for you and them. Because your classroom gonna be smaller. Then you got the kids that you know that's gonna pay attention to you. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would do. You know what I mean? Like I would have both of my nieces teaching my kids, and I would, you know what I mean, if y'all salary is 45 or 50,000 to teach 30 or 35 kids, shit, you should be glad to have your own shit, and then you don't have but shit, maybe 10 kids, 12 kids. You know what I mean? But you gotta be dedicated to it and teaching them just like regular school. You know what I mean? You don't think just because you teaching your own class or whatever, and whatever certifications you need, go get them. You know what I mean? So you can be legally teaching. You know what I mean? But I would tutor or whatever and make my classroom smaller. Yeah. I mean, boy, I know it. That's what I'm. But that's the problem. we got to get back to real parenting. And then, like I say, the money that they spend on all this bullshit for these kids, shit, why not invest that in your kids' education? That way, I would damn sure have make sure that they taking finance classes on and how to deal with credit. You know what I mean? And see, like parents don't know if you own a business, hey man, put your child on your credit card. Let your child start already building credit. You don't have to give them the credit card. You take the card and cut it up, or you keep the card, but you put them on as an authorized user. It helps build their credit. Same thing for business. If you got some business credit, put them on as a part owner of the company. You know what I mean? That way they should already get established. By the time they get 18, they already got good credit. And damn sure don't fuck their credit up. After you done fucked yours up, don't fuck your kids' credit up. Because now here we go again. We going backwards again. Now they start out in the hole. You shouldn't do that to your child. You shouldn't put your child in the hole. You know what I mean? Come on now. How the hell we gonna ever break this shit if your child coming up? First of all, you ain't taking no time out to teach them right from wrong. You know what I mean? You ain't teaching them shit about credit or money, and then you ain't. I mean, you ain't even really investing in your child. Period. That's sad. But then you expect your child to become a productive citizen. It don't work like that. And you can't keep depending on these teachers to do everything. You know what I mean? Hey man, when we went to school, shit, we better act like we had some sense. Cause shit, that's the worst thing you wanted is for that teacher or that school to call your damn mama at work. Shit, you finna get 3-4 ass with me. Cause she finna beat your ass after she cuss your ass out. She finna beat your ass for them folks even calling her job. And then if she have to leave work to come get you, you finna get another ass with her. Then when she tell your dad that, you finna get another ass with her. So you thought about that shit when you goddamn did something. You know you finna get 3-4 ass with me, pal. And I'm talking about, you know what I mean? When we would get ass whippings, that shit'll be abuse now. You know what I mean? We don't got ass whipping with razor straps that the barber sharpened them razors with, them old school barbers back in the day when they had them razors. There's the razor strap, extension cords. You have to go get your own switch. And you think you trying to be smart, you go get the smallest switch you can find. Shit, that's the one finna weigh your ass out. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Hey man. That was the number one no. They better not call my mom. That's right. Shit, the parents didn't play that shit. First of all, you embarrassing them on their job. Shit, that's one ass whipping. Then, like I said, she have to leave work and come to that school and get your ass or something. Okay, that's 2 ass whipping. You know what I mean? And then back then, the neighbors helped raise you too. So shit, hey, them neighbors might whoop your ass too. Then you got to deal with that. You know what I mean? So, hey man, and you got to give kids responsibility, man. Kids are smart as fuck. Stop thinking your child don't know shit. Your child know a whole lot more than you goddamn realize. You know what I mean? They got access to everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. And like they say, man, it took a village to raise us. Like I was talking about last night. You got you we got to get back to knowing your damn neighbors, man. There's so much shit going on in these neighborhoods, and then you don't know who the fuck you can trust. They right stand next right next door to you. You know what I mean? So we got to get back to knowing our neighbors and communicating, man. Y'all better get off this social media shit. A lot of people are losing it because we don't forgot how to talk to people. You know what I mean? We don't forgot how to talk to people and how to communicate. We do everything on social media, man. That shit is not. Hey, man, we got to get back to real life. You know what I mean? This artificial ass world that we living in, man, with all this shit is instant. And hey, man, it's ruining y'all, man. And I can say y'all because I don't participate in a lot of this shit that go on. You know what I mean? I keep up with it, but they don't took writing cursive out of school. Like how? When you got to sign your name on documents. Okay, if I don't have my own individual handwriting, that means anybody can be me. You know what I mean? Come on now. They taking the world, everything finna go digital, man. Well, you're not gonna have a signature. You know what I mean? You gonna be able to type your signature. That little shit that they had you doing with the little signed document shit that little app you can put on your phone and all. Like, come on, man. Now you're gonna be initialing everything, or you just gonna type your name. Anybody can be you. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We gotta wake up. You know what I mean? And we catch on this. Yeah, DocuSign. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I know it feel good to feel like you doing less. You know what I mean? But hey, what you don't realize is you getting lazier. You know what I mean? Now you can order your grocery. Like motherfuckers won't even go to the grocery store no more. You can order your groceries. Like who the fuck can pick out your groceries? You know what I mean? It was a time where we didn't want people to know what the fuck we had in our house. Now you letting a stranger pick out your groceries, or you letting the grocery store pick out your groceries, and somebody deliver your shit. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I know. We all guilty. You know what I mean? But hey, man. But we don't realize it's making us lazier. Hey, man. Like, what if something happened and you have to take off running? Hey, man. People think that they can just whenever they need to, they can just jump up and strike out running. No, the fuck you can't. No, you can't. Hey man, you gonna run 2 or 3 steps and you putting all your all in it, you're gonna be breathing like a bear. And your ass gonna stop in about 3 or 4 steps, I guarantee you. You know what I mean? So hey man, that's why I don't like walking every day, but I know it's the best thing for me. You know what I mean? I don't enjoy that shit every day. But do I mind it? No, because what? It's benefiting me. If I won't invest in myself, shit, how can I expect anybody else to do it? You know what I mean? And we don't realize that you need a reason to get your ass up every day. You gotta have a purpose for getting up, man. You know what I mean? Exercise, man. You won't believe it'll make you feel better. You know what I mean? And after you get over the initial pain in the first couple of times, and if you don't try to overdo it, you won't really have no pain. I was talking to a lady today. You know what I mean? She had just left work, and she trying to walk 4 or 5 miles. Like, no, shawty, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You just worked overnight, and then you coming out here exercising. No, walk you a mile or two, and then go get you some rest. You know what I mean? Like Come on now. That's what make us hate exercise because we overdo it. Like I tell people, man, if you starting off, you know what I mean, you don't have to get a 30-minute workout. You know what I mean? Like that's the problem with trainers. When you get a trainer, you ain't worked out in 20 years, but they they work you out like you've been working out with them every day. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm just getting started. You finna make me quit. You know what I mean? Take it easy the first day. You know what I mean? But hey, man, like I tell people, man, if you like to dance, like I like to say this, and you know what I mean, I mostly talk to women. You know what I mean? They be my biggest supporters. So like I tell women, if you like to dance, hey man, get in the mirror, cut your headphones on, lock your door. If you got kids or you got somebody stay with you, lock your door, cut your headphones on, and goddamn dance, laugh at yourself. You'll believe you can actually have a good time with yourself. You know what I mean? Just dance if that's what you like to do. That's exercise. If your body was happening, Lord. Hey man, always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure, pimp. You know what I mean? But if you like to dance, just dance. Do it for 5 minutes. Do it for 10 minutes. Next thing you know, you'll be working on 15, 20 minutes. Doing what you love to do. It won't even feel like exercise. But if your body's not used to you doing anything, if you do the slightest, if you do 5 minutes, your body gonna respond. You know what I mean? And that's how you get started. Don't try to if you know you ain't worked out or did shit in 15 years, man. Come on now. Don't try to kill yourself the first time. Just go, you know what I mean, have your little fun and next thing you know, it'll be one song you started out with. Next thing you know, you're doing 2, 3 songs. You know what I mean? But do something that you enjoy doing. And learn how to get some peace in your life, man. You need it. I told you we live some chaotic ass lives, man. Get you some peace in your life. You know what I mean? Go sit by some water and read a book. You know what I mean? Men, go fishing. And y'all always hear me talk about fishing, and I'm not the best fisherman. It just that's as peaceful as fuck out there on that water, listening to that water. If you think I'm lying, try it one time. Even if you don't catch shit. You know what I mean? Just go out there and you find your own peace. You know what I mean? Whatever you used to like to do as a child, something you ain't did in 15, 20 years. Hey man, go do it. You know this shit brought you joy as a child. You still the same motherfucker as you was as a child. You just grown. That's it. But that don't mean you change. You know, man, we don't never change completely from who we grew up as. You know what I mean? So, because I'm pretty much the same motherfucker I was in elementary. Of course, I done matured and got smarter and did different shit, but I'm the same motherfucker I was in elementary, high school, and since then. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Be comfortable with yourself. You know what I mean? That's the key too. You gotta learn how to be happy with yourself. Be comfortable with who you are. Stop trying to please everybody. Ain't nobody no more important than you are. Nobody's opinion of you should mean more than your opinion of yourself. You know what I mean? Stop trying to impress people. You know what I mean? That's where the world fucked up at. Everybody trying to impress a whole lot of folk that they don't even know. You think these folk really your friends on social media? Man, you know, I know I got damn near 5,000 friends on Facebook. You know what I mean? I know a lot of them came from my fans, you know what I mean, when I was running around the country doing comedy, but I don't have personal relationships with everybody that's on there. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. I appreciate them. But I don't have personal relationships with everybody. not 5,000 motherfuckers. I wouldn't be worth a shit if I actually knew 5,000 motherfuckers. Well, I tried to accommodate 5,000 motherfuckers. it's impossible. You know what I mean? So learn how to be comfortable in your own skin, and then don't be scared to do something new. If you want something new, you got to do something new. It ain't no progress in comfort. You know what I mean? You just that's where you're comfortable at. But and you have to put forth the effort. If you want something different, you got to put forth the effort. You know what I mean? One of my friends was talking to me today. She was telling me too that, hey man, time for you to step out the box. Like you do so much shit, you create so much shit. It's time for you to step out the box. You know what I mean? So, hey man, look like I'm finna have to reinvent myself again. You know what I mean? Look like I have to do it about every 7, 8 years. I had to reinvent myself, and I'm cool with it because there's a whole lot of elements to me. You know what I mean? So don't be scared to try something that your heart desires, man. You know what I mean? And look out for you first. We look out for everybody else. Look out for you first. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be on here all night tonight. You know what I mean? I'll probably be at the McNair reunion tomorrow. I'm supposed to be there. I might pull up. You know what I mean? Go out there and sit back and kick it. Like I said, I went to my great nephew's opening day at Gresham Paul football season. Their first game is tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm finna be back outside like I used to be. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about the real outside. I ain't just saying that shit like, oh, we outside. No, I'm finna be outside for real. You know what I mean? I love outside. You know what I mean? So I'm finna go get some of this youthful energy. You know what I mean? That's why I love to hang around kids. That's why I love to play with kids. That's where I get a lot of my energy from. You know what I mean? Playing with my great nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? So get some good energy around you. You know what I mean? We all need it. We all going through some tough shit right now. You know what I mean? So find somebody to talk to if you need help. Nobody knows how much you need them, but you know how much you need somebody. You know what I mean? So don't be scared to open your mouth. You know what I mean? So, hey man. And if you doing pretty well, grab somebody, make sure they straight. Your kin folks, your friends, somebody, a stranger, shit. Grab somebody. If you doing well, shit, hey man, be a blessing to somebody else. You know what I mean? It seems like we scared to be a blessing to somebody else now. You know what I mean? Somebody had to bless you. Somebody prayed for you or something. You ain't just made it by yourself. You know what I mean? So don't be scared to be a blessing to somebody else, man. You know what I mean? Um, I'm trying to see if I'm gonna get out and walk in the morning, and I think I'm gonna what I'm gonna do. If I miss tomorrow, I'm gonna I'm gonna start back Sunday, and then I'm gonna keep up with how many consecutive days that that I walk. You know what I mean? I need to go back and look at it now. You know what I mean? I might not want to break the streak up. I might try to get up a little earlier in the morning and catch that walk so I can come back and get a good shower before I hit that reunion. You know what I mean? But who knows, man? But I'm gonna keep up with how many consecutive days that I am walking. And like I say, I appreciate the support on the walking. Like a lot of people reach out to me about it. You know what I mean? Let me know that I am motivating them, and I appreciate it. I'm glad to be somebody's motivation. But hopefully, I can motivate you enough to get on out there and I mean, just come out there and try it. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, shit, you ain't got to come back. You know what I mean? But at least come out there and try it. You know what I mean? And we can all try to get a little healthier, man. But I'm not gonna have y'all all night. I know y'all get tired of hearing these monologues, so I'm not gonna be. I can do it 2 3 hours. Y'all know I can talk all day, but I know y'all want to hear some different people, which they will be coming along. We just getting all the schedule shit together. But I appreciate the support. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all keep supporting. And hey man, we gonna put some shit together. You know what I mean? I like cool people. I like having people. So we're gonna put some shit together. And hey man, like I used to say when I walk off stage, remember, enjoy every day as if it's your last. Because one of these days you're gonna be dead ass right. So hey man, get some peace in your life, get you some rest, get you some water, some exercise, and learn how to eat right, man. And have a blessed Friday night, man. Don't get in no trouble. Don't overdo it. Get a designated driver if you have to hang out or spend the night. You know what I mean? Wherever you at, if you're at one of your homeboys or your homegirl house, spend the night if you get drunk. You know what I mean? It's too much shit going on. You don't want to be on these streets late night and you ain't on, you know what I mean? You ain't on point. You know what I mean? So hey man, y'all be easy. I will catch y'all in the morning if I hit walking. If I don't, I'll probably catch y'all from the reunion for a minute. Y'all be easy.